Peace and love, dreamers. Welcome back to the void. I'm your guide, Fatimah Faith, aka Always Dreaming, and it is currently Sunday, March the 30th, 2025. It is 9:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm back with another pick a card. Welcome to my bed. Um, I am going to do a pick a card for the week ahead. So we're going to do three piles. I'm going to do um, tarot. I'm going to try to keep it very short. We're going to do a card for the beginning of the week. This should be posted on Monday because it's going to be a short video. It's going to be a short video for Team of Faith. One tarot card for the beginning of the week, one card for the middle of the week, Wednesday, our hump day area, and then one card for the end of the week. And then we will crown it with the overall energy for the week to keep in mind. I'm going to have Herbal Astrology Oracle for you to pick your cards and also a few crystals. And then we will end with an empowerment card to keep in mind for your week ahead. So I'm going to go ahead, do my thing, get everything together, and then jump back on with your message for the week. So real quick, just an idea of what the astrology looks like for the week ahead. I am a Cancer rising, so everything I do is centered around the moon. It is our fastest moving object in the sky. So we are currently moon in Taurus. We just came out of our closing solar eclipse that we've been going through for the last couple of years in Aries. So we are currently, I think, 11 degrees moon right now. No, 3 degrees Taurus moon. The moon is currently exalted. So hopefully everybody's feeling a little calmer after closing out our eclipse yesterday and day before yesterday. The sun is currently 10 degrees Aries, so that puts it at a Capricorn degree. So it is up at the highest point in the chart. Um, this is Fatima's astrology, okay? This isn't anybody else's astrology. So yeah, we're feeling empowered. I feel like the sun is feeling very empowered. It's also exalted. The sun is exalted in Aries. So we're feeling motivated. We're ready to go after what it is we want. So we have an exalted sun right now for this season, Aries season, and we currently have the moon exalted in Taurus at a Gemini degree. Gemini degree is all about communication. So this is early start. So I am starting something new by communicating a pick a card reading for the week ahead, which I'm going to stick to. We have Mercury at 29 degrees Pisces retrograde still, and Venus is also retrograde in Pisces at 27 degrees, and Mars is in Cancer at 23 degrees. We just finished not too long ago the retrograde of Mars, and now we are moving back forward. The retrograde started with Mars and Leo, so I'll be glad when Mars gets out of Cancer, out of the emotions, and we get back into a fire sign where it's going to feel a little bit more comfortable. So yeah, that is what the astrology is currently for the week ahead. We will go from the Taurus moon that we're having right now, and by Sunday we will be in a Leo moon. Your Leo moon priestess here with your week ahead. So I will be back with let's see. Let's just go ahead and do the thing. Well, actually, oh, I do. I have a lighter. Since I'm recording, let's just keep it going. We're going to light a little Palo Santo. I have my fan going, so it keeps blowing it out, but it is burning and you can see the smoke from it. All right, so let's get into it. Let's find our crystals. I bought these crystals a while ago and I have yet to use them. So I'm feeling, I got 6 stones altogether and 3 are moons. But I'm not going to do the moons. I'm going to just do the tumbled stones that I have, and I hope the camera picks it up okay. So we're just going by the fly here. So for pile one, we're going to use this piece of jade. So this is pile one with jade. Pile two, I'm filling the smoky quartz for pile two. Okay, pile two. Pile three, we have this fuchsia agate. Purples and pinks are my favorite colors. So those are our three stones, and I will be back once I pull our significator cards from the Herbal Astrology Oracle. Alrighty, and so here are your piles. For pile one, we have the Jade, and we got Ginkgo with Mars and Uranus energy breakthrough. So pile one this week is about a breakthrough for you. Card number 39, which brings us back to 3. 9 plus 3, yeah, 9 plus 3 is 3. Ginkgo with breakthrough, Mars and Uranus. For pile two, we have your smoky quartz, and we have cat's claw with purification, I believe. Yes, purification. Card number 25, and the astrological is Mars again and Pluto. Mars and Pluto with purification and cat's claw. And pile number 3, we have Damiana with your purple fuchsia pink agate, which is Venus and Pluto. Card number 11 with the beloved. With the beloved. And for me, I got foresight 36 with coca. So we'll see what kind of foresight I come into this week. And on the bottom of the deck for all of us, we have the underlying theme of Metamorphosis, Paul de Arco, nut card number 7. All right, I will go ahead and I'm going to shuffle, pull your cards, and then come back with your reading for the week. All right. Peace and love, pile one. Welcome to your week ahead. Pick a card reading. You picked the Jade crystal and the Ginkgo breakthrough card. And this is your reading for the week ahead. So we have the overall energy of breakthrough. For the beginning of the week, we have a messenger coming through. I used the same tarot deck with all the cards. I used all the same decks with all the piles. So the tarot we're using today is Journey to Oz and Wonderland. And this deck specifically has extra cards in it, which I love, extra major arcanas. And one of them is the messenger card. And so that is card number 22 in this deck. So it looks like at the beginning of the week, you're going to be receiving a message. It is Mercury retrograde. We have one more week of Mercury retrograde. So it looks like you're going to be receiving a message at the beginning of the week sometime. And then by midweek around Wednesday, you're going to be standing tall like the star that you are. I think you might receive an unexpected message because we do have Uranus in this card. Mars and Uranus. Mars rules the Tower card in the tarot, and Uranus is the Fool card, a new beginning. And look at that. I won't jump ahead, actually. Uranus rules Aquarius, which is the star card. So it looks like maybe you might be getting an offer that you weren't expecting, and you're finally going to get a breakthrough in some realm by midweek. by the end of the week, you have a Two of Pentacles, and twos to me always have to do with a little bit of choice. And being that this is the earthly plane, you might get a job opportunity, or the opportunity to have another stream of income. Now I'm starting to get, if you're an entrepreneur, you might have an opportunity to maybe start a new project that you have been thinking about. Maybe someone will offer you, for you to start some, help fund a situation. But I also noticed in this card that we have the mushroom there, and the mushroom is split in half. So it's like two types of mushrooms coming together. So I feel like you're going to be doing something, you're going to be adding something to the other hand. You're not just going to have one hand, and your empowering message for the week is new birth. So there is something coming into fruition. There will be a message coming in at the beginning of the week. You are standing very tall, very proud, very pure. I'm getting very much pure energy from this card with Glinda the Good Witch. You're feeling empowered, you're in your star energy. Okay, someone is recognizing you. They are literally looking over at the Good Witch. They are looking at her, kind of amazed by her. It's almost like she doesn't even see how much of a star she really is. Then we have the new birth card as your empowering message. I am ushering in a new life. I am open to what is being born in and through me. Something beautiful is on the horizon. I cooperate with the universe to bring light and life into the world. And we finish the overall theme with your breakthrough is the moon card with the Cheshire cat. And the moon card talks about illusions, and things may not be seeming as clear, but I feel like with it falling right there, with the star card, Aquarius, you know the deal. You can see through, you can see through the illusions with the sword coming through, and messenger, trusting your intuition. I feel like there's a lot about your intuition. We got messenger, we got breakthrough with the sword, and then we have the moon card. There is collective, you might be affected by collective energy, but I feel like you have started to master your intuition enough where when you're not feeling, um, in your normal frequency, you can start to now hear yourself like, hey, there might be something going on outside of me that's affecting me. Whew. The moon card, if you need to take a nap, take a nap. I don't know. That was unexpected. So we have card number 39 with Ginkgo. Card number 39 with Ginkgo, breakthrough. Ginkgo biloba, upright, the dawn of a new mind, new ideas, visionary thinking. Visionary thinking is very Uranus, it's very Aquarius. The ruler of Aquarius is Uranus. Visionary thinking. I feel like you're going to have the opportunity to show how enlightened you are, how smart you are, how you can see things, you can think of solutions that no one else would have ever thought of. Visionary thinking, mental clarity, resilience. In the reversed, overthinking, clouded judgment, mental despair, weighted down by collective darkness. There we go with that collective darkness, the moon card, collective darkness. Okay, so be able to recognize when you're feeling these things, when you're feeling the reversed, overthinking, clouded judgment. You might just need to take a beat, until you get back into your regular frequency. One, the astrological ruler is Mars and Uranus. Once common in North America and Europe, ginkgos were said to have disappeared from North America 7 million years ago, and from Europe 3 million years ago. They were thought to be extinct, only to be found growing in Chinese monasteries where monks had been cultivating the trees since at least AD 1100. They are now considered to be one of the oldest living tree species in the world, with fossils dating over 20 million years old. The leaves were traditionally brewed as a tea for gastrointestinal disorders, heart problems, and cognitive issues. The fruit was applied directly on the skin and fungal infections, and was helpful in relieving breast tissue inflammation like metastasis. To this day, the nuts are a delicacy in East Asian culture and are consumed in small amounts, toasted or fried. They are also used medicinally to relieve breathing problems, asthma, and bronchitis. Ginkgo has withstood millions of years of challenges, symbolizing strength, resilience, and survival. Archetypally, Mars represents strength, courage, endurance, survival, action, and primal energy, all characteristics that Ginkgo has embodied across time. Like the transmitter of higher energy, Uranus Ginkgo is stimulating, an initiator of action, and an invigorating source to the mind. The guidance is the sword of truth held by the hand of God rises from the clouds, signaling the moment of breakthrough. This double edged sword is encircled by a golden crown, symbolizing the victory of transcendence over illusions. Both Ginkgo and Raven are ancient guardians of Earth, both symbolizing the strength and resilience required to protect the ethereal realm, the source of magic. If Ginkgo has appeared in your spread today, you are about to experience a total breakthrough, a revolutionary change in consciousness. Bring the light of dawn Bring the light of dawn to the ongoing cycles of darkness within yourself and those experienced on earth. Stay dynamic and fluid. Don't allow negativity to cloud your judgment. And you see how she's very bright. She is lit up in this card, okay? She is lit up as opposed to the darkness that kind of is in this card of the moon, okay? So don't let collective energies bring you down, okay? So, once again, you have breakthrough. This week is all about a breakthrough. The beginning of the week, you're looking at a message coming to you. And by the middle of the week, I feel like you're embodying this new energy. You're embodying this breakthrough. You're embodying this revelation that has come to you. And by the end of the week, you're realizing that you have two options and you can choose to do both because you do have two hands and you want to birth something new anyway. You wanted to start something new and you are about to get your opportunity to do so. Don't let the collective energies bring you down. You can see through these illusions, okay? Let's see if I have Jade in my, where is my pile one? Jade, their crystal was not in my little book here, but let's see if Jade is in here. I'm sure it is. Hij. Jasper, Jade, Black Jade, Green Jade, health, abundance, heart chakra, the fourth chakra, earth element, physical, a spiritual aid to strengthen the heart and overall health, emotional, supports the emotional body and opening to joy. Be open to joy. The star card has to do with hopes, dreams, wishes coming true. Okay, so be open. You might have gone through a lot of things and you don't think it's possible a breakthrough can really happen, but you have to just keep believing. You have to believe that you are all you are worthy of this breakthrough. Okay, encourages enjoying life without becoming too attached to the material world. Don't worry too much about the material world. Enjoy what it is that you're doing, okay? If you would like to book a session with me, you can go to my website, www.fatimah.faith/always dreaming. That's ALWAZE dreaming. And I will see you next week for your pick a card for the week ahead. All right. Peace, love, keep dreaming. Peace and love, pal. Two. Welcome to your week ahead pick a card reading. You picked the Smoky Quartz. You picked the Smoky Quartz and the Purification card with Cat's Claw, card number 25. The tarot I got for you, I used the same tarot for all three piles, which is Journey to Oz and Wonderland. And you got, for the beginning of the week, you got the Hanged Man. Okay, you got the Hanged Man with the Tin Woodman. Okay, so the Hanged Man. Then midweek, you are looking at the Strength card with the Cowardly Lion. Midweek, and by the end of the week, you are looking at the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, you are looking at the Ace of Pentacles with Silver Slippers. And your empowering message for the week is window of gratitude. Window of gratitude. You have, I am grateful. My gratitude fertilizes the gardens of my life. My relationships blossom as I offer genuine appreciation. My attitude of gratitude is a window that shows the brightness of my soul. And then the bottom of the deck and your overall energy for the week I got is the Five of Pentacles, which was very interesting. I feel like what I really got from this, Five of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold. And then you started out with the purification card. So off the top, I had already kind of gotten the message that maybe the beginning of the week you're not feeling too well, which may put you out of work. Pentacles might put you out of work for a couple days. Don't feel guilty. Then you have the beginning of the week also with the Hanged Man, which is all about, this is Pisces energy. This is isolation. This is taking a time out for things to kind of unfold. I almost am feeling a trickle from pile one, but not even in the same way. But I feel like there's a collective energy. I don't think that you realize that collective energy is affecting you the way that it is. You might also be feeling some energy lag from the solar eclipse that just took place over the weekend. So you are kind of being called to just kind of take a time out and purify. Cat's claw. And then, like I said, midweek, you'll start to gain your strength back. But I also feel like there might be something going on. Actually, yeah, just stay grateful. Don't worry too much about if you're having health concerns. Just taking the time out that you need to kind of suspend yourself from um all the other energies would probably be a good idea. And then you're going to end the week with the Ace of Pentacles, silver slippers. So that feels like, feeling more restored, back at one again. So I feel like this week is just a big week for healing for you. So let's see what Cat's Claw has to say out of the book, card number 25. We have rewriting the story, connecting to heritage, belonging, worthiness, safety, connecting to your origins, DNA purification. So this is kind of the energy that I was talking about, where for some reason I felt like there's a collective energy. So you may even be doing some ancestral healing. Maybe Aries might be your fourth house. You might be so the solar eclipse might have hit a little bit, more on the DNA line, on your ancestral line. In the reverse, feeling displaced, left out in the cold, Five of Pentacles, disconnection from heritage, dark behaviors, wounding, shame, regret, rejection, loneliness. Astrological ruler is Mars and Pluto. It's okay when we're not feeling ourselves. Sometimes we need to separate ourselves from everybody so that we can focus on what it is we need, so we can heal ourselves correctly and hear ourselves correctly. Called una de gato in Spanish, cat's claw has been used medicinally by Central and South American tribes for at least 2,000 years. The Ashanika tribe in central Peru has the longest record history with the plant, using it to treat asthma, inflammations of the urinary tract, arthritis, bone pain, recovery from childbirth, and cancer. Other Peruvian indigenous tribes use it to treat diabetes, hemorrhages, menstrual irregularity, fevers, virus, tumors, internal cleansing, and balancing the body. Modern scientific research has confirmed its effectiveness in treating asthma, upper respiratory infections, viral infections, wounds, environmental toxicity, poisoning, and so much more. A powerful immune stimulant, cat's claw is ruled by the archetypal energy of Mars and its higher octave Pluto. It ignites many essential biological processes in the immune system, remedying many inflammatory diseases while rebalancing the body through purification, Mars, and renewal, Pluto. Like Mars, it stimulates to regulate, it confronts to purify, and it initiates to heal. Herbs ruled by Mars are usually hot, stimulating, and dry. Guidance. Cat's claw powerfully protects our sacred essence, our blood, and our DNA. Like the Black Panther, it is regarded as one of the mighty protectors of the sacred ways of the forest. Cat's claw is here today to help remove blockages, wounding, or trauma. Energetically, Cat's claw clears ancestral trauma, deeply assisting our healing as we rewrite our story. Like the energy of the Black Panther, it roams through darkness with courage and curiosity to assist us in accessing the hidden light of truth. This is a reminder to take this time to befriend the silence of the dark void, channel the gifts that your ancestors have provided, be thankful, be grateful for them. There's a window opening, there's a breeze coming in literally through my window, windows of gratitude. Know that your path is loved and supported by life. And that is page 77. I felt like that needed to be said. And this is card 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. Sevens might be following you this week. Yeah, so overall theme for the week is purification. Keep in mind that you're purifying right now. You're going through a purification process. Beginning of the week, we have the Hanged Man with the 10 Woodmen that's asking you to just if you need to take the time out, please listen to yourself and do what it is that you need to do. You will come back by the middle of the week feeling much stronger if you take that time that it's being asked for. And then the end of the week, we're ending with the Ace of Pentacles. And every time I keep looking at the Ace of Pentacles and these slippers, I keep tapping. You're going to find your home frequency again, tapping your heels together. There's no place like home. This is a card of feeling displaced out of home, not feeling at home, kind of cold. So throughout the week, I feel like the overall week, you're going to be feeling a little isolated, Humpty Dumpty. It says Humpty Dumpty on it. You know, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. So it's very important that you take the time out to suspend yourself, to purify your energy, to build your strength back up so that that way you can get back to your home frequency. Okay. And remember to stay in gratitude. Okay. I feel called to check out your where is my book on crystals? You know what? I cannot. Oh, there it is. Let's see what Smoky Quartz has to say because Smoky Quartz kind of, I feel like, has a message. Um, Smoky Quartz. I'm sure it's in here. Oh my goodness, there's no Smoky Quartz in here. So I would just say Google Smoky Quartz. That's wild. Yeah, Smoky Quartz is not in here. So yeah, feel free to go look up Smoky Quartz. If you would like to book a personal session with me, um, you can go to my website, www.fatimah.faith/always dreaming. I'm offering 2 services at this time. My schedule is limited because I do a lot of work in the community. So I hope you all have a blessed week, pile two, and God willing, divine willing, universe willing, I will be back here next Monday with your week ahead. All right? Peace, love, keep dreaming. What's up, Pile 3? Welcome to your pick a card week ahead for this week, for the first week of April. Tomorrow's the 31st. I'm probably going to post this tonight. That's the goal. So that way you all have it Monday morning by the time you get up. Okay. So if you picked pile 3, you picked the fuchsia magenta colored agate. Okay. And you picked Damiana. the beloved card, card number 11. Okay, and this is Venus and Pluto energy. For the beginning of the week, you have the lovers card, which I was like, well, something's going on in the love life. Okay, so we got the lovers card. I did use the same deck with all of the piles. I used the Journey to Oz and Wonderland. I love this deck. And then we have the Two of Swords, okay? The Two of Swords for the middle of the week. So something is going to cause some stagnancy. Something is going on with love here, okay? The beginning of the week there, and oftentimes the Lover's card traditionally has to do with making a choice between lovers, okay? And so Two of Swords has to do with making a choice. Make a choice. You know, you have to make a choice. And then you end the week with the Six of Pentacles, which I found very interesting. I'm not, but I see a chessboard here. So being strategic, I feel like you have to be strategic with your options. Six of Pentacles also has to do with give and receive. So maybe it's make sure when you're stagnant and you're not sure in the middle of the week where to go and what decision to make sure you're using strategy, but also what is going to give just what what was going to give just as much as you're giving, okay, making sure it's a reciprocal situation. Now whether this is in your career, an actual love life, or a friendship, or whatever the case may be, make sure that that's the way we're going about it. Your empowered message for the week is Sacred Journey. I am a brave explorer on a sacred journey. I do not let the expectations of others decide my future. Okay. I boldly explore my world to discover destiny. I look to the constellations of my heart to steer me. And the overall energy that we had from the tarot was the Tower card. Okay. We had the Tower card here, the tornado. Something might be unexpected. I'm feeling like there's a good chance that you're not expecting whatever is going to happen, whatever. um, Gemini is ruled by the Lovers card. We are in a Mercury retrograde. We do have Venus and Pluto. Pluto is all about transformation and healing something, and so there could be a chance that something is going to come up that's going to, it might shock you a little bit overall in the week. Something may happen. There may be a message that comes in at the beginning of the week from a lover, maybe a business partner, a friend, just some other relationship. There's something dealing with someone else that's going to come in, and you're going to be very confused. You're not going to know which way to go. It's going to look like there's really no options. There's no clear road. It's all just little paths of land and the cat up in the trees. um so midweek it's looking like not really sure how to deal with the information that you have received. But by the end of the week you see things clear up, okay. This card also with Dorothy and Scarecrow, it's nighttime, okay. It's nighttime, it looks dark. It's also dark, and we go from like a darker energy, not a heavy energy. I don't feel like any of it's heavy. I just feel like there is something unexpected possibly coming. And to then we go into, by the end of the week, everything kind of lightens up. We start seeing the green looks a little bit more green and not so dull, okay? And remembering throughout the week that you're on a journey, okay? And you always need to pick whatever decision is best for you. I boldly explore my world to discover destiny. And I feel like with this Sacred Journey card, I feel like if there is a situation, if like, I'm just saying, just in case, say it's a love situation and you have the option between this or that, choose what's going to best fit with your life and your destiny and what it is that you want. I feel like there might be an option. Say, for instance, you're in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship, so I don't know. But say you're in a relationship and you get your partner gets the opportunity to go somewhere else, or you get an opportunity at work, say, to make a move, chessboard, to make a move. Um, to make a move. He's on a boat, he's out to sea. You have an option to go somewhere else, but you're not sure what to do about a love situation. Um, Make sure you're choosing what's best for you. Don't let, who you might be in a relationship with hold you back, and they might say, well, I can't leave my job, or I can't leave this area, so if you go, you would be going without me, or vice versa. Hey, I got an opportunity to go here, but you don't really want to go, you don't want to move, or you don't want to leave everything that you have behind. Just make sure you're moving, moving. Make sure that you are making a choice that works best for you. So let's jump into card number 11 with Damiana. The herb Damiana, the beloved, upright magnetism, attraction, kindred spirits, soulmates, relationships, intimacy, sacred play, finding the beloved within, reversed lust, lack of love, feeling unloved, separation, projecting unavailability, uninterested, unsatisfied, rigidity. Astrological ruler is Venus and Pluto. Damiana is native to Central and South America, and is its use dates back to the ancient Maya and Aztecs. Traditionally, Damiana is a rejuvenating plant said to restore sexual vitality and strengthen the reproductive system, as well as commonly used for depression and anxiety. In a classic love potion found among the Maya and several indigenous peoples in Mexico, fresh juice is made of the leaves and flowers of Damiana and sweetened with sugarcane. Mayan ceremonial drinks used in religious rites often involve Damiana and or cacao. The Maya also chewed on the leaves and used them as a poultice and even as a smoke for relaxation and lung cleansing. Their word for Damiana literally meant asthma broom. In folk medicine throughout the Americas, Damiana has been identified as an aphrodisiac, antidepressant, tonic, diuretic, and cough suppressant. It was also used to treat menstrual irregularities, cramps, constipation, asthma, bronchitis, headaches, stomach aches, gastric ulcers, performance anxiety, and more. I am taking a medicinal herb farming class, and I literally, my instructor gave us all a bag of Damiana, and I'm thinking like, wow, maybe I'll drink some tonight. I haven't used any yet. Like Damiana, Venus, the planet of beauty and art, is said to rule the metamorphosis of cells, their reproduction, enrichment, and transformation, as well as preservation of the body, the reproductive system, and the harmony between all systems of the body. The guidance. Damiana represents the universal principle of the beloved within relationships and within ourselves. The alchemy of polarization is what we're made of, and this integration of opposites is that which births the beloved. This card represents the journey, the sacred journey of coming together and reuniting with oneself, a lover, friend, family member, and any important person in your life. You are in an important period of making choices and establishing healthy boundaries, especially with those you'd like to deepen and expand, or those that you feel the need to shed or distance yourself from. Damiana reminds us of the importance of shaking off rigidity that often depletes creative reserves and sacred play. If you feel unsatisfied and emotionally unavailable, even to those whom you love, take the time to be in solitude and nourish your creative centers. Often, separation becomes the basis to reunite once again in higher frequency. True self love is the key to lasting relationships with others, and most importantly, with yourself. I think this is very important. I'm so glad that I did read that. I mean, I did read the herbal card for everybody, but it's just the whole thing of, I'm like, what is going on, with this Six of Pentacles? But then as I started to talk and I thought about it, there will be outside forces. Tower card, the tornado. There will be outside voices and forces that may kind of confuse you, but the choice is ultimately yours. I feel like You've probably done a lot of work on yourself. Venus and Pluto, Venus, love, Pluto, transformation. You've done a lot of work on yourself. We're starting a new cycle with Pluto and Aquarius. You've learned a lot through relationships with others, and it is important for us to have really good boundaries and know what it is that we really want, and make sure that we are giving and receiving reciprocally. So taking the time to strategize, taking the time out. I feel like this is saying, yes, take the time out. Two of Swords is usually somebody sitting still with two swords. Don't be too quick to make a decision because there is a tornado over top of your head. You feel confused. So take the time that it is that you need in the middle of the week to clear your thoughts so that way you can make a more strategic decision that is best for your sacred journey. All right, pile three, thank you so much. If you would like to book a one-on-one personal session with me, you can go to my website, www.fatimah.faith /always dreaming, ALWAZE dreaming. And until next week, when I come back with another pick a card reading for your week ahead, I will see you when I see you. All right. Peace, love, keep dreaming.